Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading. Thank you for checking it out. Welcome to my channel. You may have noticed that last week I didn't upload anything. I had family coming into town and I was unaware of it until like the day that I had recorded the videos for you, but after I had recorded, so I was unable to tell you. Then I figured I would just upload some videos over the weekend to make up for it, but I was unable to log into my account, so I just didn't do it. Decided to take the week off, but I'm back. Hopefully, if I have more family coming into town, I will get a heads up more in advance, and I'll let you guys know. But that's just the way it happened, so... I'm going to be going ahead and doing a general reading for you guys today. It's going to be just a Celtic cross to see where you're at, where you're going, things like that for any sort of guidance or anything else that you may need. I'm using the Welcome to Night Vale Tarot by Jessica Hayworth for your main reading. And then I'm going to clarify with the Tarot of a Moon Garden. And the Alice the Wonderland Oracle afterwards for any closing statements that may need to be heard. So at the bottom of the deck we do have the Four of Swords. So maybe you've been needing to get rest, or you have been resting a lot lately. Maybe you're feeling a little lethargic, dreamy, just kind of, I want to say out of it for some reason. Just really in a dreamy-like state. Maybe it is that you need more rest, or maybe it's just like that kind of a tech month. I know I've been a little bit like that, but I feel like a lot of people have been like that too, though. So let's go ahead and get into it. We do have here at the bottom of, not the bottom, golly, see what I'm talking about? Because we have here in your main situation, we have the Page of Cups. I want to say that you're receiving a lot of information lately. Maybe a lot of information from like actual people, from like physical people, or like the divine, but you're receiving a lot of messages, a lot of, I want to say, downloads. And we have the Ten of Cups to clarify. So it's messages of something good happening, something happy is, I want to say, on the horizon. Maybe it hasn't happened just yet, but you're getting a lot of messages that something's going to be coming in. Whether it's like people actually talking to you, getting something planned out, or if it's like messages from the divine, getting a lot of spiritual messages, things like that. We do have here in things that it's impacting, the Two of Swords. I'm getting kind of at a crossroads with Judgment. So I want to say that you're on the fence about something. You're trying to make a decision and make a path and like go with it. It feels like you have to just kind of make a judgment call. You kind of have to just follow what you think is best. And since the Two of Swords always has it with, like, usually a blindfold, this one she has, like, she can't see regardless, even if she doesn't have a blindfold. I want to say that you have to trust your gut more than your senses, like, than your eyes, than what you know to be true. I feel like this is something that you have to, like, decide for yourself inside what feels right. We do have the root of the cause is the Two of Wands, so... Again, a sense of like being at a crossroads, on the fence about something with the Page of Swords. I want to say that like something happened where you need to make a decision. And I want to say that it's not necessarily like you have a decision you want to make that's not necessarily logical, but it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And so you feel like you need to defend that against people who are like, well, that's stupid. That's what I want to say specifically. So let's go ahead and get to the next part. We do have in things that are going, judgment. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier real quick with the 7. I was going to say, like, instead of like you making a move about something, I wanted to say that it's like you're like, I'm taking it literally as judgment, like some looks of judgment, like people who might be judging you, taking pity on you, something like that. That's going away, and you don't feel like you need to be as defensive anymore, I want to say. Maybe you were up in arms about something, but that energy's going now, so you don't have to really worry about that. We do have here in your near future the Knight of Wands. I want to say that you're getting, like, I want to say maybe an old spark back. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier. The 2 of Staffs. Ooh, that again. Maybe in the near future you decide what you want to do and you trust your gut. Especially since this knight has the flame, like, right in his gut. He's, like, trusting his gut and deciding to go where he needs to go. And it's like reigniting some passions that maybe you had put on the back burner. In the distant future, we have the Hierophant with the High Priestess. Okay. So, I'm almost getting a sense of authority for some reason. Maybe you're going to be in some sort of state of authority, like some way that you like you're going to be in charge of something or another. Maybe there's like some sort of external person that's going to be helping you with something, maybe teaching you the ropes, or it seems almost kind of taking advantage of you for some reason too. Could be either or. I'm getting very much trust your gut when this happens. It's like you'll understand and you'll know exactly what it is that you need to do, and whether or not this person's deceiving you or not, it's going to be understood, and you're gonna just, like, don't doubt yourself when you're like, well, I don't think that they are. Like, if it feels like they are, then trust that. You can confront them about it and, like, try and talk it out if you want, but do trust it. We do have here in your current emotions, your current energy, the 10 of Swords. I'm kind of getting a feeling of, like, a lot of burnout, a lot of defeat, things like that. It's a 10, so it is the end of a cycle, but I do feel like it's just a lot kind of happening. We do have the World to clarify. So it kind of, I want to say the world kind of feels like it's on your shoulders. There's a lot going on, and maybe it's a bit of a burnout from all these messages that are coming in. Maybe it's just a lot to process. Maybe you need some time for yourself. Maybe you need this rest that is underlying, but it's out of 10, so there's going to be a reset soon enough. And people and energy around you, we have 2. We have the 8 of Wands along with the Strength card. So something's coming in very, very quickly for somebody. And I'm getting a sense of, like, speaking some sort of truth that's true to themselves. An internal truth, like, it's a very emotional feeling. Let's see what the clarifier has to say. Oh, the 4 of Swords. So I want to say this person's going to get a sense of relief, of like being able to rest easy, to drop their guard, to just take in the scenery, because we have here this guy, he's laying against the unicorn with his helmet and his armor off, and he's just got his guard down. He's just trusting in the unicorn. So somebody's going to have like a very quick relief happening in very soon, and it's something that's very emotionally fulfilling, and they have like a lot of internal emotions that are attached with it, I want to say. We do have here the Nine of Pentacles for your hopes and fears. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles and Temperance. So I'm getting a sense of like you're wanting to have comfort. You want to be able to have comfort and like a few luxury things. Like maybe a little bit more than what you need necessarily, but not in abundance. But you're afraid that you could lose that, and that you may always be in a state of constantly needing, and you want this like balance instead of this 5 here. That's what we have in hopes and fears. So let's go ahead, and the outcome, we have the 7 of Swords. Let's get a clarifier real quick. The King of Cups. Okay, so I'm kind of getting a sense of there's something happening in the background that you're not quite aware of. It's like you kind of have a tickle that you might understand what's happening, but you can't be certain. Like if it is these messages that are coming in that's going to lead to this 10 of Cups happiness, it's like it's happening in the background, and you know it because of these messages if it is from a divine being, but it's hard to make out because you just have to trust in it, and you can't exactly make full clarity and full sense of it because it's not directly in front of your eyes. It's somewhere in the background. But it is clarified with the King of Cups. There's a lot of just calmness about it. Things are happening the way that they should be, I want to say. We have the 9 of Swords underlying, so there are a few doubts maybe in the back of your head. I think it might have to do with this message thing. Like I had said before, you're unsure of it, so you have to trust. Maybe there's a bit... Okay, sorry about that. My phone apparently overheated and decided to cut out the recording, so I'm going to try and get through this quickly. But again, doubts, but like it looks like it's a very good reading. You just have to trust in that. Trust that it's the messages are coming in as they should. So I'm going to go ahead and get you a couple oracle cards. Probably just about 2 to see what else you may need to hear, whether it has to do with the reading or not. Oh, okay. Up. Okay. And one more, please. Okay. So we have keeping up. Immense effort in advance. So again, there's that feeling of like this burnout, this at the end of your rope kind of exhausted energy. But you're keeping up with it, and it is almost over, it feels like. We do have a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, and fearing you've made a mistake. Again, that feels like, especially with these doubts, that like maybe when you were getting these messages and you maybe had talked about it, you were wrong because nothing's happened yet. But I mean, I think that maybe you should just trust it. This could also have something that's not to do with the reading, but that's what I'm getting from it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.